How's it going, guys? And welcome to RC Cincy. Today we have the Amoril, I don't know how you say that name, the 1/14 scale buggy, available from Amazon. This was $149.99. There was a $20 coupon, but things change all the time, prices change all the time. You may be able to get it cheaper than $149.99 than I did. My wife got it for me for Christmas. So at the time, I think they had a $20 coupon. That coupon still might be valid. I put a link in the unboxing description. I'll try to see what's on sale for now. We charged the 1600 milliamp 7.4 volt LiPo battery that came with it. That is full power. We are going to turn up the dual rates all the way up and the steering all the way up. So it's going to be max steering and max performance. Remember, this is 2S. It can handle 3S. So you have that as well. So what we're going to do, we're just going to kind of rip around with it. And then tomorrow or the next day, I'll try to get the ramps out. Maybe we'll do some bashing. This is more of like a first run. So I'm not going to go too crazy. There's the frame, everything, 3 batteries in this, 3 AAA batteries. Set the car down. It's gonna be kind of hard to follow, so if you have to get up close or whatever, but we'll just mainly rip it a little bit. Oh yeah, it's bad. I'm curious if it'll do a wheelie. We're just trying to see if it'll do a wheelie. No, but it's extremely fast. So what it's doing is, it's a ripper, that's the thing. So the steering is way too sensitive. I need to turn that down. So what happened is steering is really good, but it's so sensitive that now it's not enough. Let me turn up the steering. It's kind of hard to control. Apparently, out of the box, may be a little kind of dark. Man, so it's turning real bad that way. See, now it's turning too bad to this way. Let me just get it. Let me straight. What you want to do is you want to line it up straight and just let it roll. Straight from whichever way it's going. Then come back, let it roll straight. See how it's going straight now, honey? That is extremely important, is getting it dialed in. Once the torque steers so bad, it's unbelievable. Wanna do donuts? Maybe the steering was a little more. The steering seems to be fast enough. Maybe it's these tires or the four-wheel drive or the overpower. Like if you're driving at normal speeds like this, it's very controllable. But the minute you're on at full throttle, it makes it much harder to steer. And I flipped it. So really this is just me getting used to the vehicle ripping around. I wonder if I can ramp this. If you've gun it, it loses traction and kind of power slides. That's kind of a little bit annoying. So it's perfectly fine with grass. Like here, I'll rip it in my front yard. Granted, it is 1/14 scale, so it doesn't have the biggest wheels, but it has enough power so it'll power through grass, no problem. You know what I mean? It's really heavy, And grass, there's a car coming. Grass, it just doesn't care really. I wouldn't just be driving on grass. This is obviously more of an off-road buggy. So it will spin out tires, and we'll smoke these tires and obliterate these soft on the tires. So supposedly it's supposed to get, I think 40 something kilometers an hour. I can't remember. It was 50 and 70. 50 is like 31.5 and 70 is like 42, I want to say. So I think it's capable of speeds like that. I think on a good 3S pack, you're going to hit 42, and a better 2S pack than this are going to hit 31-ish, 30-ish. Most people are hitting 28 to 29 with the factory pack. So you got to keep that in mind. But it's not bad. It seems like it would take a beating. Obviously, they gave you the bumper for a reason, because those wheels stick out. And there's always cars coming down the street. You have to be aware with that. You got to keep that in mind. If you drive it in the street, please be careful. A car will run it over and break it. It kind of needs more of a track-oriented thing. Like on dirt, this would hook up and do pretty well on dirt.
Like the ball field?
Ball field. I've rolled it and flipped it pretty hard. I try to ramp it right there. Do you see it ramping? Hopefully you guys can see that. Like, this thing does not care. This grass, look at that. Oh, the only thing is if you flip it upside down, you have to get it. If you decide to flip it upside down, you're really not going to have any problems with this. It has a heat sink. It has a giant, oversized motor. It doesn't have lights or anything fancy like that. It seems to be taking a beating. I flipped it and rolled it, and I don't really see anything. It is a little bit darker, but I don't see anything. I still have the peel on it, so it's not really scratching. The chassis has a couple scratches where it bottomed out. It needed more adjustment in the back. The dampening isn't bad per se, but it would need more dampening. If you see a lot of scratch marks, it means it's body mount hitting something. If you just adjusted the shocks a little more, it'd help. But obviously, if you're hitting a curb real hard like that, trying to ramp, it's gonna probably bottom out. Just because the engine is so heavy. That's a lot of weight for that size car. Like, if you weigh cars like this, is probably just because of the motor alone is making this, it's in a higher class just by its weight, not size. So the 4-wheel drive seems okay. It's definitely got the power, the performance. It's definitely rolled and taken a little beating from me. Really, I need to take it, like I said, to an off-road track and just dog it, see how it does, how well it holds up. There are parts available for it. I would imagine it has some kind of level water resistance. I wouldn't be going through deep puddles, but if it happens to go through like something wet over here or something, you keep driving it, I would dry it before you put it up. I wouldn't leave anything wet on it. But other than that, I was hoping to do a wheelie, and in grass it does a wheelie, but on asphalt it just can't get enough traction to do a wheelie. And 3S, it may do wheelies. Like, it has no problem doing donuts or whipping right through the grass like it's nothing. I mean, it did two-wheel motion right there. So it's an extremely fast car. Jeez, don't do that. It's really hard on the transmission and the gears. You go backwards and then go forward and go like that. But it will burn out. Like I said, it's a ripper, and the 1600 milliamp 2S pack in it will last you a little while. I would imagine it'd give you at least 20-25 minutes of hard run time, I would imagine. Possibly more, depending how you're on the throttle and if you have this turned down. You can turn it down for kids. I'll definitely recommend that. But the problem is, this much weight hitting you in the ankle will probably break a kid's ankle. I'm not trying to be funny. Like, it will hurt even an adult. So keep that in mind. Turn it down. Or be in a wide open parking lot where they can drive it away from each other and not hit someone, right? So yeah, I definitely stay out of the streets like I did. It's not the greatest idea. But yeah, there you have it. So that is the little truck or little buggy. It takes a beating. It seems to be fast. Steering, I think it'll do better on dirt. I still got to get used to it. I had to turn it down. The sensitivity was really high, so if you're going fast and you just turn real fast, it'll just kind of jerk real quick. Speed isn't always everything. You want it to be kind of smooth too, so you have to kind of adjust that, fine tune it. There may be some adjusting I might do to the wheels. It does have a lot of outward pitch, which you need. Seems like a lot, I don't know. Maybe I might adjust it. I'll check the wheel nuts and everything. I tightened it before I took it on the first run. None of them are loose right now, but I'll check that as well, and I'll look over it and make sure everything is fine. Always give it a once over before you take it out. So that's gonna do it for this one, guys. The quick little run. I wouldn't say it's a bash. I wasn't that hard on it. Look at that, not a thing wrong with it. So I could be much harder, which we will be on dirt. I feel like concrete and asphalt isn't really the place, or an open parking lot. It wouldn't be that fun with a buggy. That's more of like on-road vehicles, right? So let's take this in the dirt, see how she does. Maybe we'll throw the little GPS module on top to get the speed, and maybe we'll throw a 3S in it, see how it does. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.